Hi, I can't see your name actually.
I'm Hemavati Rathinam.
Okay, hi Hema. Good evening.
Second, I'm connecting with the HR.
Yeah,
I'm recording the session.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is. I do have total 5.8 years experience into Power BI, and I have the knowledge of SQL and Excel as well. And I have started my career from as an analyst. I started working on Excel, then I slowly, gradually started working on Power BI and SQL. So in the multiple project like attrition, multiple department like HR, sales, banking, insurance, and uh, and the medical domain as well, healthcare sector, health insurance sector. So and there I worked in till to it's a product and a services based company based on the Pune. There I was there I was handling medical domain project. So project was basically for Netherlands based client manufacturing of medical equipment, specifically neuro and sensory. So we are right now building an analytical solution that can give insight about the product performance, like license of software, risk analysis, security analysis of application for that. And for we are using import mode for data source. We have SQL Server for KPI. We show low, medium, high performance for Black Duck and Coverity. Black Duck and Coverity are the two software. They check their data there and show their performances. So that performance I have to show it into my dashboard.
Or an SSRS section, or when do you have BA experiences?
No, I don't. I haven't worked on SSRS. I do. I do have an experience into SQL and Power BI.
Okay. I mean, all 5.8 years as a data analyst only in the
Y-
Power BI. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Types of report means you are talking about what? Like I have created which sector report or domain.
No, not on the domain based. I'm looking more into a complexity or the different categorization that you would have used, right? It could be a simple one. You would have used some other kind of thing. So,
So I have created a matrix based document and line chart, trend chart visuals. I have created that there. So like we can I have created simple summary report or detailed analysis report as well. Like you can drill down, drill through, and create the tooltip there. Added the slicer
what
and
is the difference between drill down and drill through?
drill down when you have the visual. So you can
Hmm.
check the if you will click on the visual, so it will create take you the hierarchy wise detailed into the that particular visual. You can see the insight there. Like it allows you user navigate the higher level summary of the data or in the more detailed
Okay.
there. And the drill through is allow user to navigate from one report to another report, typically with more detailed information about it.
Have you worked with this master sub report?
Master reports, sub reports, I have like
Nothing but the drill through reports.
you like master report. They usually contain the high level summaries, that key metrics and the overall trend. Idea about, like, it's a starting point of the user to get overview of the data. And sub reports
Mhm.
are linked to the
Okay.
master. That report provide the in detail
Okay.
information about the data.
When should we?
A slicer you provide interactive user friendly way to filter the data across multiple visuals. Like
Hmm.
you can make the visual interactive, and the visuals can create the interaction between the each visual to another visuals. There you can use a slicer, like you put the slicer year wise or the department wise or the country wise slicer. You can put filter are applied directly to a specific visualization to calculation of modify the data displayed within them to go modeling tab. So that way, so slicer you put on the whole dashboard and the particular page. So
What are the
so filters are visual level filter, page level filter, and report level filter, drill through filter, drill down filter. So visual level filter
Mhm.
is when you put the filter on the visual level, applied on visual, like a report page or filter data. So when you put the filter into the specific visual, that is called visual level filter. And page
Mhm.
level filter is applied to an entire page in a report. That filter affect the visual on that page. And the
Okay. Have you worked on integrating? Have you in which I mean, have you worked in Power BI desktop or the cloud services? How will you integrate Power BI with the a cloud?
See, I published a report there, we can connect data sources from the get data and data source. So if your data is there into the Power BI services, you can connect the data from the data source, Excel, SharePoint, to online services like Dynamics 65 and Salesforce as well. So you can get the
Mhm.
data from the data source, Excel, SQL server, and if your data is into the Power BI service, so semantic model is there.
Mm.
So you just put the
What is
credential.
semantic model?
Semantic model is where your data has been already created, so that you
Mm.
have to connect through the uh, APIs and OAuth. So you have to put the credential and connect the data in the
What
Power
are
BI.
what are
So you can connect the data from the data source. You can put the like credentials there. If you're connecting to the server, so you can put the SQL server detail and what data you want. So that detail you can put, and if you are connecting to the direct Excel, so you can get the data from the Excel file, go to the get data, and take the take the direct data into your Power BI services. And two types of connections are there: import mode, direct mode, and live and composite mode there. So I mostly worked on the import mode.
why? Do you prefer import mode or
I see it's depend on the data. So I mostly prefer the import mode because it is you can store the data locally into your system and do the changes according to your requirement. And direct and you can create the measures and dex function there. You can apply the time intelligence function up to the 1 GB data. You can upload there and do the changes. It works on the offline mode, and it is easy to access as well. But into the direct query mode, you cannot see the data. If your data is huge, then only you use the direct query mode.
when will you go for live connection then?
When the data is live, so data is huge, when you see the uh, changes on the live mode, like cricket and the stock market and all, so then you use the live mode connection. So this option connect to Power BI directly to the data source, like such as SQL analysis, SQL service analysis and all. So you cannot see the data model, you cannot see the data, you just have to make the visualization there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to provide the access of some chunk of data to some department. See, if your data is divided through the country wise, department wise, or the state wise. So if you want to put the security there, so this country people will see this chunk of data, this country people will this chunk of data. So you can group it and provide the role level security there. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and the column level security, it access the one particular column according to the user.
How will you enable the role of
uh, Power BI desktop.
Mhm.
So you can go to the manage access, like if you you can go to the data model, ensure the data model is correct or not. So we can go to the manage role and define the group there. We can create the group and define the role according to the dex function, and provide the like provide the access according to the user
If I don't have, I don't want.
expression also. So according to
What
the
DAX expression you meant?
yeah,
What is DAX?
data analysis expression. So when you provide a code for that to creating another row and the table or the date table, so that you can create. So you can ensure the data table is so you see according to the each user you can like you can create the roles of a group or create the roles according to the user, so you can provide the
What
access.
is the difference between DAX and YAM language?
uh, Whatever the changes you do into the power query, so
Mm,
that convert into one language, that is the m language, that convert into the one code, that is m language, m
mm,
language. And the dex expression, when you want to do some modification into the power bi desktop and create another table and want to create a column and expression,
mm.
sum if function and average function, so you create so you use a dex function there, so you create a code there, so you use a dex function there.
Okay. Can you explain the concepts of DAX? I'm still unclear. Like, how will you write a syntax? Like, what is context there? Right. When it comes to DAX, like, what is context? What are the types of context you have?
Like dex help you out to create a custom visual or custom columns there, like when you use like a primary purpose of the dex is to calculate, define custom metrics or manipulate the data. So these functions are used for dex. So in dex formula, we use to perform calculation to return value based on the specific expression. A formula can be range of anything, like you can filter out the data according to your specification, like sum, average, if, and or max, mini, that way.
Okay. How will you?
See, if you want to refresh the Power BI desktop, so you can refresh button is there, so you can refresh your report there. But if you want to refresh your detail on a day, you want to schedule your refresh, so in Power BI services you can uh, into the Power BI services you can schedule your refresh. If you have Pro mode, 8 times in a day you can refresh your report. Like you go into the Power BI services report, go into your report and go to the setting, and there you can go and schedule the refresh according to your requirement, when you want to refresh your data, so you can set according to your timing, so it will daily refresh your
If I don't want to
yeah, incremental refresh you can put, like if you don't want to put if your data is into, you have big data, so if you don't want to put the whole report, so you can select the into incremental refresh, you can select the uh, select the data, like from which date to which date you want to select the refresh the data.
like how will where will you start, right? Whether which service you are going to use, whether you're going to use Power BI desktop or service like that. I want to understand.
Okay, so like you have to your data is into cloud, right?
Mm.
So we can check the what types of data is stored in the cloud blocks. It is structured or unstructured data. What is the purpose of analysis of data? What insights are we are looking to gain? And after that we can specify the requirement constraint, we need to consider such as data privacy regulation, performance requirement, that way we can check. Then for the data modeling, we can check the what is the data volume of variety of data stored in the cloud blocks. Do we need to perform any processing of transformation on the data before analysis? or how will the data will data be structured and organized for analysis. So will we need to use any specific data or modeling technique or tools? So then we can
What are
decide.
the modeling techniques that you will follow?
Modeling techniques like one to one, many to many, that relationship we can create, like cardinality we can create between the table.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then we can decide the metrics and the KPIs. What key metrics or performance indicator are important for the analysis, and are there any specific business goal of objective that we need to align our analysis with that. And what will be the insight from the analysis we use to drive decision making of the business strategy. Then we can create the cloudware report. And we can determine how the secure data access is there, we can before retrieving the data into the cloud blocks. So then into after taking out the data, we can into the power query, we'll clean and transform data structure as if
What
the
is Power Query?
hmm?
What is Power Query?
uh, where we uh, ch- uh, transform our data, we can data connectivity and transformation data connectivity tool. So where we transform our data, we import our
If
data.
I don't want to do any transformation at that time, uh, you'll not use Power Query.
If if we don't want to use any transformation, so we'll not use power query. But still, for the calculation purpose, we can check the power query. We can directly load the data there into the desktop and
Mm.
see the
Okay.
data. Yeah.
Then what is Power Pivot?
Power pivot, where we change where we dashboard there, like we create the data modeling and all.
Mhm. Okay. Can you explain? Can you differentiate these things, right? So Power Query you'll do it on one area, and you'll use Power Pivot in another area, right? So what is the basic split up there?
Okay, so see, and in Power Query, you can do the transformation and cleaning. So most of the common use case of Power Query is user level of Power Query to, like, you import the data from the various sources, do the basic level of transformation according to your requirement. If you want to add some table, delete some table, enable or unenable table according to your usage of the requirement, you do the basic structure transformation into
Where
the
will you do it? In which view you will do it?
Power Query.
No, no. There are
Mhm.
some views available in Power BI, right? You will differentiate. What is data view then?
Data view in Power Query, that where you can see the all the table in the data there, all the tables and columns, you can see your data. Determine how the security access retrieve the data from the cloud blocks. Then we
No.
clean the data.
Finish. I mean, the questions are answered. Now you'll go with the input mode, right?
Mhm.
So likewise, I'm asking the steps.
So we can get the data from the we can connect the data from the get data. And
Mhm.
we select the source SQL server. So we'll put the server name there. And whatever the server name and the report name. And then according to that, view report, and we'll fetch out the data from there.
Okay.
Then if we do want to do any transformation there, we do it on the into the Power BI, Power Query. And then we'll create a data modeling there,
Okay.
like a system.
Can you quickly share your screen?
Yeah.
Full screen?
Can you see my screen?
It's loading. Okay. Can you write? Can you open a notepad and can you write a query?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, where you have two tables.
Okay. Like a count column has 10, 20, 20, and this is not a primary. In this query we can like if we are selecting the code from the master table, then account column from the transaction table. So this can help us from that then value will a column matches with them.
I need. I mean,
So
this will say for X.
okay,
I have pinged you. Can you open up Google Chat? See, in this column, in this record, right, in the first table, if you see,
just a
A
minute,
can have,
let me see the table. There is
go to the right, right,
okay, just a minute.
ah, yes, I think you did. Okay, so if you see ID and count, right, so you can see A value. I'm done from my side. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay, so I got the JD also. Like work could be on the Power BI and SQL both, right?
Yes. Do you have any expectations there?
No.
Oh, okay, Ashna, I can conclude.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashna.
Yeah. Bye.